Good morning, Bike India viewers. Now, if you recall, we've been testing a set of CEAT Zoomrad X1 radials on this KTM 390 Duke. We've now been riding it for around 5,000 kilometers, and here's a recap of what we've done so far. In the last and final part of this series, we dig deeper into the performance aspect and tell you why these would be a great pick if you're searching the market for a set of new tires.
With our road conditions getting worse by the day, riding has become an even harder task in the city. Despite that, these tires have been a great companion to the motorcycle over the last 5,000 kilometers. An important point to note is that they have not suffered a single puncture over the duration of this test, which is a clear indicator of how durable they are. This also has a lot to do with the fact that CEAT have designed these tires keeping our road conditions in mind. These tires have earned the H rating that certifies their high level of performance. The radial tires have a sturdier construction which makes them more responsive. As we know, the H rating signifies that they have been tested at speeds of up to 210 km an hour. While I have embarked on a few highway rides, the tires have been really confidence-inspiring in how they handle high-speed runs. Twisting open the throttle at higher speeds does not upset the bike's stability and propels it forward in just about any situation. This also makes overtaking a much easier task. In our tests, we were able to get to 80 km an hour from a standstill in just 3.89 seconds, and the 0 to 100 km an hour run took just 5.78 seconds. These are commendable acceleration times and go to show how these tires complement the hooliganism of the KTM 390 Duke. Because of the more flexible sidewalls of the tires, a larger patch remains in contact with the ground. This leads to uniform tire wear and greater comfort at higher speeds. I was able to cruise comfortably at speeds of over 100 km an hour, knowing that the tires were always ready to deliver while keeping me safe. The well-designed grooves of these tires provide a channel for the water to escape on wet sections of tarmac. This allows the tires to stay in contact with the road surface and avoid slipping. Even though these are road-biased tires, there are many situations where we come across broken roads or off-road sections. All I needed to do that time was cut down the speed and be gentle with the throttle as the tires found traction through the dirt, pebbles and gravel. While high-speed runs can be exciting, it is always important to pay attention to all the vehicles alongside and be ready to apply the brakes when the need arises. Over our unpredictable roads, that situation arises very often. Be it in an emergency or when I have got on the brakes really hard, the tires assist in sharp braking and swiftly bring the motorcycle to a halt. The feedback from the tires is solid and they were forgiving even when I got on the brakes a little too late. In the braking test that we conducted, the bike was able to come to a halt from 60 km an hour to a standstill in just 1.62 seconds, and from 80 km an hour, the bike took 2.25 seconds to come to a halt. In my opinion, cornering remains the most exciting part about riding a motorcycle. Apart from the rider's skill, tires play a very important role while slicing up a set of corners. The KTM 390 Duke is a nimble machine that is ready to be flicked around in the twisties all day. While cornering, the edges of the tires grip the road, and this means that a very tiny portion of the tires is in contact with the ground. Even at maximum lean, these tires grip well and are able to hold a line with the bike feeling stable and planted throughout. I was able to brake hard before entering and get on the gas earlier to power out of a corner without the tires losing any traction. This performance is impressive and, more importantly, instills a lot of confidence in a rider while being leaned over. Coming to the end, a noteworthy aspect is tire life. A simple way to check the tire life is using a coin. Insert it into the grooves of the tires, and depending on how deep it goes, you will get the idea on how much life is left. Even after 5,000 kilometers with this set, there is ample life left, and if I were to guess, it would easily do another 15,000 kilometers. Overall, the feedback from these tires is really positive. Considering the price and the features that they offer, they are surely a bang for the buck and will do justice to any motorcycle. We highly recommend this set of tires as they offer a rider with high levels of performance, confidence and safety. We hope you enjoyed the concluding part of this series with the CEAT Zoomrad X1 tires. Like, follow and subscribe to the Bike India channel and stay tuned for more content like this.